muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Clarkson against Beal. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Good on the shot. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Here is Hayward. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Beal with the steal. All alone and finished off by Beal.
Every coach in the league would applaud that effort and intensity that Beal just displayed. The steal and the score.
Gallinari on the wing. Shoots from 12. No good.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
They get it back. That one goes in there.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
No good from 11 feet. Wizards have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. There's Tennis, the pass to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
The height Wall possesses, it allows him to get up for these type of blocks. Shooters have to be aware of his reach.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Gordon Hayward. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Clarkson.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
A second chance effort. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of the year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder, another.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Here's Bradley after the basket by Washington. A pass to Hayward, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Scott Brooks did have a few minutes before the game tonight. One challenge he mentioned was dealing with Gordon Hayward, saying he's rebuilt his confidence, able to take over a game offensively. We've got to ensure that he doesn't. Kevin, I think all of us are just happy to see Gordon back on the floor and playing at a high level again.
All right, David, thanks. And so it's Washington with it. The Cavaliers making the shot. Milton the pass to Harris. He doesn't hit that one. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Nunn, covered by Wall.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Beal. Zubac the pass to Harris. Here's Nunn, covered by Wall. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The 17-footer kept alive. Another shot, and Harris lays it up and in.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work getting after it on the glass.
Here's Nunn, covered by Wall. Puts it up from 12. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got his second basket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
So timeout called here, but first for Washington.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. White comes in for Beal, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for John Wall. Here's Nunn, passes it to Harris. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Now here is Harris. D right on him. Here's Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Nunn passes to Gallinari. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Napier missing. And so Brown will bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. A three-pointer is right on target. Now here's Napier. Tight defense on him. From deep three-point range, and no good in the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, Jamie. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first. Now it's paying off.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Ivica Zubac is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's White. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Milton in at the 3 spot. Davis Bertans checks in for Washington. And so here's Cleveland. 4-point game. The pass to Nunn. Back to Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk and Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the best shooters I've played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. Now here is Harris. Back to Bertans. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. The Wizards shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That one falls for Bertans. Both good from the line that time.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Nunn passes to Harris. Here's Nunn. Takes the 3. That shot off the mark. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. White drives in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Tice. Over Peyton. Trying to get open is Thompson. They grab their own miss.
And you don't think Thompson is outstanding at using his body. Look at this, a muscular presence who picks up fouls well.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Smith checked in for Washington.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year. But the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
Here's Bradley. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Thompson dishes to Hayward. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Smith kicks to Nathan. Pass to Bertans. Harris trying to get free, and it's Davis Bertans with the 3. Bertans got it all tied up now for the Wizards. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Thompson. Hayward against Peyton. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Hayward. Bertans grabs the board.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
In a moment here to check out the stats for Tobias Harris. Great showing for him last season. He's averaged 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Beal. Now Smith. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Clarkson surveying the floor. And here's Hayward. Three-pointer. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable, shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
Smith, the pass to Beal. Right wing. Hayward against Peyton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Wizards lead by 2.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Here's Thompson after the basket by Washington. Shot from 16. It's rebounded by John Wall.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Back to Beal. Now, here's Bertans. Gallinari covering. more times, can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim. Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
On the wing, Harris trying to get open is Thompson. Harris, no good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Gotta time up that clock to do so.
A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got his second bucket tonight.
And Wall has great size at his position and strength. He uses it very well close in.
29 seconds left now here in the second. That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And Washington making a change here. Lights checked in. Four on the shot clock. There's Brown with the 3. They get it back. Here's Thompson. He feeds it to Gallinari. The kick out to Brown. And another shot. And that one goes long.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Bradley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Gallinari is out there with Hayward. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Now here's Beal. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Clock at 6. There's Beal with the 3. Washington gets it back. Zubats, that's good. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show forth.
Bradley finds Thompson. Clarkson up top. He's covered by Beal. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Wizards shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Beal. Wall's got the lead up to 6 now for the Wizards.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar in this league.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game more.
Yeah. Well, Beal moves so much on both offense and defense. He's a very active player. He's never passive on the floor, and he looks for ways to inject himself into games.
Now, here's Wall. 6 points for him. Beal with it, now guarded by Bradley. And Washington again with the bucket.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Clarkson against Beal. Clarkson kicks to Gallinari. There's the dish to Thompson. Stolen by Zubats. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Bradley with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Gallinari passes to Hayward. Yep, it counts.
And for Hayward, this is where the added strength really helps. I mean, inside, in traffic.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
You know, I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now, here is Gallinari. Feet away. Washington with the rebound.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Here's Napier. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Hayward. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off, and it's Washington the other way. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Napier. Lays it up and banks it in. Napier's got his first bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. That's not going to help you score points.
Jake Milton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 5th best, Gallinari.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. Very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Harris outside. Pass to Gallinari. Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Nunn's got 9.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Passes it to Zubac. Back to Napier. Smith outside. And the pass to Zubac. Here's Milton. A 3-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Harris outside. Brown outside. Here's Nunn. Napier covering. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the basket by Washington. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. White, he's checked in for the Wizards. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Gallinari down low, guarded by Harris. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Washington. The Cavaliers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Gallinari hits them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. A very smooth touch on the stroke.
Here's Harris. Zubac finds Harris. The second effort, and Zubac puts it in. Zubac has got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Harris. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Tristan Johnson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Berton is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's none. He's got 9. Teardrop shot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Thompson's the first guy you better box out. If you don't, he's always prepared to dunk it back home.
Now Napier. From deep. Misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Washington out in front. They're up by 6. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Taking a look at the Wizards. Travis Berton's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's White, and it's Wall, and it's Milton, and it's small forward. Here's Thompson after the basket by Washington. Drops in the tray. And that's now 7 points for Gary Harris.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
And he comes through at the perfect moment. I know who they'll look to if they need another big 3 against him.
Now Brown following the 3-point attempt by John Wall. Wall with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Pertinis. It's rebounded by Tice. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. Wizards leading by 5. Wall finds Zubac. Outside, White. Zubac against Thompson. 6 to shoot. Bertans inside the line. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Bradley, and it's blocked. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Payton, he's checked in for White. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Hayward kicks to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Wizards leading by 5. Outside, Wall. Shoots over Bradley. The Cavaliers pull it in.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Clarkson passes to Tice. Knocks it loose. Wall with the steal. Beal, that's for 2. And again, Washington, no good.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Step back on that one and let it fly. Now just a 1-point Washington lead. Wall dishes to Beal. Pass to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Can they get it? Here's Zubac. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Passes it to Hayward. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, man, and right there, Hayward willing to sacrifice his body in traffic to make the play.
And he makes the first.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Tobias Harris is champion for Washington.
There's been a lot of evolution of Hayward's game, during his career. I'm not sure too many people saw him becoming the terrific player he is today.
Zubac with it. Here's Harris, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
First one falls for him. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Clarkson to tie it up. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And there's the pass to Beal. Puts it up from 15, and the shot goes in.
I love seeing Bill come alive in moments like this. When his team needs him, he steps up to the plate.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Gallinari on the wing. Bertans defending. Gallinari down low. Working on Zubac. And it's in there. 8 points for Gallinari.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
But Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. They trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Now here's Beal. Here's Harris. Another one falls for Washington.
Wow, and slowly but surely, Harris is learning what it takes to become a leader. When this team needs him to step up, he has no issue dominating crucial possessions.
So here's Gallinari. And Gallinari pulls it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the kick working to full effect before the stop.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now here's Wall. And here's Harris from the arc. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. To the inside. Wall with the steal. Looking to get it going. Again, the Wizards score.
We love the courage that Wall has. Look, he's fully confident in his ability to drain these huge shots.
That's to going up. Over Bertans. It counts. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And Scott Brooks wants a timeout. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game. He beats Zubac.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up.
I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now here's Beal. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. To take the lead, Gallinari outside. Full time.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Against Beal. Over Gallinari. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Former first-team All-Rookie. After being picked in the second round, Clarkson, a draft day steal.
So against them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Forget about the pressure. He was perfect. No choice but to look for the 3.
Can't knock in the 3.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah. And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was all right, David. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For